Hey, check it out. I bought an orange safety shirt to walk in the woods, and Gordon's with me today.
Hello, hello.
All right, we're at Templeton line on the Phillipston Valentine Road. Behind me is Templeton Road that leads to Phillipston Road, Templeton, and Templeton Road, Phillipston. Yep, that's what they did with it. And now I'm walking up to the cart path, and this cart path is on the southerly tip of Gordon's property. He owns this 5-acre piece with 800 feet of frontage up Valentine Road. So we're gonna give 200 feet of frontage on this road out to my brother-in-law's property in the rear, lot 32. Gordon's piece is lot 33. I think I have a phone somewhere. I'll show you where we're standing. So we're on that southerly tip. The cart path is to the left. Gordon is standing on the corner. That's the cart path. So we're gonna walk out. Gordon owns this piece, and brother-in-law owns that piece, which I can't get to light up. There it goes. That piece. Together it's 11 acres. Ready to go?
Yeah, so this cart path that we're walking up is actually a right-of-way easement. So the property line calls for it to be down the center of the cart path area in general, the old logging road. And you actually have an easement 10 feet over onto the abutter to be able to gain access.
Pink flagging, pink flagging.
So you come down the cart road, you see the pink flagging. Somewhere in here, I believe there's an iron pin set. It's been a while since I found it. But this is the start of the piece that goes out to the cliffs, which we'll show you. The easiest way to go is we'll walk up the cart path a little bit further here, and then I'll show you where to go in the woods. We'll put a sign up there.
All right, I'm gonna show on here where we're standing.
Oh, yeah, here I got a stick for you. So we've walked up this cart path here, and we should be right here at this corner
Of 32.
Of 32. We're gonna come down towards the center of it, and then we'll walk up the center.
Cool.
Wonderful pine grove. White pines are one of the things that a lot of the perk testers look for when they do their perk testing.
Oh, we perked great out front.
Yep.
3-minute to 6-minute perks up on lot 33B and C. But 32 has not been perked yet.
So I'm gonna put it right next to this wall, because generally if we're following kind of this wall out, and you just keep going straight, the wall will end, but you just keep going straight till you get to the cliff, you're pretty much down the center of it. Although sometimes it's a little easier to go around the wall, but at
So,
least this way you kind of get, this is near the center. Do we want to show them kind of the area that is kind of cleared down here, the camping area?
Sure. Yeah, so Gordon and brother-in-law, we own this piece, and the kids would come out and do paintball tournaments. We did Pathfinder events, campouts. Our oldest daughter had her bridal shower out here. They did dive throwing. I know that might scare some people. It was a little alarming, but it was totally Julie.
Are you showing them some of the pins?
I'm looking for them.
Yeah,
I think the
might
flagging
be a
has
little
all
bit-
come off.
A little bit blackened, but they're right over.
Hey, somebody throttled that tree.
That was yours back.
They take the teeth, or whatever you call them, they go around it, they cut the bark, the tree dies, then they have standing dead, not rotting. Should be a...
Okay, here is the front lot back corner.
Oh, okay.
Over here, I believe. Okay. It's flagging somewhat fallen down, but you'll see the gun barrel. Okay, but that's just not this corner. This corner is further, what's this way, north?
Yep.
Further north. Maybe I'll get back out with some flagging.
I'm trying to
I
queue
need
up.
the metal detector out here. Do you see the stake? It should be, I see flagging on the ground.
Everything's changed. Every year it changes a little.
The stake must have blown over. It's in this general area. We'll look for the the flagging.
Point where you believe we are. The stakes are over there. I see it.
Oh, you see another stake?
Yep.
Way,
It's
way
right,
over?
Nope, right here. I see it. We should paint that again. The paint faded. Right here. Is this the gun barrel here?
You should be able to see the stake.
Yeah. So Gordon, we're wondering if the stake got moved, or the stake got moved, because it should have been next to another gun barrel. This gun barrel, ooh, look, a table, is this point. Sorry. It's this first line right there. The stake that I found should be that where the corner goes, and it should be on the line. And then Gordon found this corner up here next to the number 1. So they're here, but I kind of wonder about that middle stake because I didn't find the gun barrel, and that should have been set. Pretty sure we paid for that. All right, so for people wondering what this website is I'm using, you write axis.gis right there, .com/Phillipston MA, and then just write Valentine Road, and it'll bring up this nifty little map. Gordon's going to show you the plan.
Okay, again.
Let me back up and say that we're standing like that.
So again, we walked up this cart road, which is the dashed lines. We're somewhere near the middle, and there's a stone wall interior. We're going to head in that direction, and we're just going to keep going until we get out back, and you'll see the cliffs. You'll probably want to have a compass, that way you know you're going in a straight line, unless you're familiar with the woods. And it's no trails here, so you just have to go through the woods. Most of it doesn't mean a lot because there's just been various games played where flagging has taken place. In fact, one time we set up this obstacle, it wasn't an obstacle course, it was a challenge course when our kids were young, teaching them how to navigate using a compass, and they had to go to different flagging points we put out here. So here at the end of the wall, you'll see this nice hemlock that's kind of got a little bit of unique shape. It's a wall corner, but we're just going to continue straight off that wall we were going on. And again, we're looking for the cliff, so we're just heading basically west here.
Due west.
Yeah, just going to keep going west. As we're coming through here, you'll see we're mostly in a pine area at the bottom here. This, I believe, is a white pine. I don't know my trees excellent, so don't hold me to any of these. We got a bunch of hemlock, and then we're going to go more into mixed, to transition more into deciduous up on the little hill here.
That's a big word, honey, deciduous.
Yeah. Trying to see, I know some people are interested in very specific trees.
And here in Phillipston, you got to work with the town, but they will let you cut, mill, and then you got to bring a grader in to grade your lumber. Oh. Yeah. This was from the last Thanksgiving. Yeah. Christmas, which I missed. Yeah. Yeah, so you got this natural hill, and we asked brother-in-law for permission, and the kids came over with their guns and did some shooting because target practice, because it's nice, you know, you're not worried about anybody coming up over that hill. We'll show you why. It is a cliff, but it's a safe place to come and discharge. Something to say?
Yeah, so we're starting to come up a noticeable incline. Till now it's been fairly flat, but that's not the end. It keeps going.
Little holly patch.
Yeah, I got straight more talk.
So oak, maple. I've seen some cherries over here, but not very often.
So now you notice that we've come up onto this little bit of a plateau. And this is an area I always thought a house would be beautiful on, sitting up on this plateau with a nice overlook of this little area we're going to show you up here.
He keeps teasing.
I know.
If only we could walk faster. I thought it would be nice to put a house here and cantilever it.
This is part of the same plateau.
Yes. Yep. All right.
This might be a little hard to capture the trees each year change, but we'll go down and show. So now we get to this sudden drop off, and you'll see when we get down there that only 50 feet beyond it, it goes straight up. It's a straight wall. The deed calls it for the top of that straight wall as best we understand, but this property needs a survey because the deed goes back to, dang, 1800s or something when this piece came out.
It called for fencing running along stone walls.
Which the abutters did, we found that.
Yeah. And this ridge runs north-south off of Templeton Road, Phillipston, all the way up to Brooks Village Road.
Yeah. But let's go down into the little, I guess we call it a little gorge type area. It's really pretty.
So it's a, you gonna tell them about the water?
And what's fascinating here is this particular property, when you look at the topography on the state website, shows that anything flowing south out of here goes to the
Miller.
To the Miller, no. To the Quabbin, the Swift River, to the Quabbin.
I said that wrong.
So, you know, people are like, oh, restrictions on that. No. Anything flowing to the north, which a good portion of this piece in particular flows north, goes to the Miller watershed.
Yeah.
So, you know, depending on what side of the house you throw your water out on will depend where the water goes. Yeah. But let's walk down in and show this little gorge. This is one of the neatest features here.
Time lapse, so you can get a true sense of the water down in here. Hopefully it's not too loud. I feel like I'm either crunching ice, snow, or leaves in every video. Brother-in-law bought it 2005 or 6.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And when we came out with them, it was just all open. Just all open. We've been told that we have very large moose in the area.
We've seen dropping.
You saw. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I want to show them the cliff.
Oh, okay, show the cliff. I'm getting ahead of myself. This place is actually really cool. I think brother-in-law got the better parcel.
So I think you can kind of get a little bit of a feel through the trees in person. This is probably, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 feet. I don't know how tall this cliff is. But we went around, you gotta go like around to get up it, or you gotta be a rock climber. And we were standing on top one time, and I look out in the tree, and eye level, which again is way up in the trees, there's this animal. I'm looking close. It was a porcupine. So I guess they were living here. That was about 5-8 years ago now that I saw them. But they might still be around in the trees. I guess they like to go up in the trees. Lots of deer droppings as well through here. We've seen that. So it's just really kind of this little private little hidden gem back in here that now a lot of people know about it.
Yeah. Remember what we said when we first found it? We were invited to walk it to put an offer on because it wasn't listed. And I was like, how'd the state not get their hands on this? Yeah.
We've also said, wouldn't it be fun to have like a zip line going across this thing?
Yeah. Brother-in-law wants a zip line. Yeah. He might help the new buyer put it in just to say he finally put it in. Yeah. So. I hope y'all can see that. I think so. I'll try to zoom in.
We might be able to walk and get an angle on it. It might show it a little bit better.
Yeah, let's do that.
The edge and try to look down.
A third of the way up, just to get a peripheral, or not peripheral, a side landscape or elevation of it.
So there's a few kind of outcropping overhangs in some areas, and after my brother-in-law acquired this, we ended up coming across a gentleman who used to own some land right in this area. And he said they actually used to take the Boy Scouts out and they would camp up right here in the cliff areas with the Boy Scouts.
Oh, around that corner there's a little ledge.
Yeah, a little bit further down there. It's a nice little spot on it. So that's basically this piece. I don't know if we'll be able to show them some of the walk back, but it'll be back on the same. And you know, you're welcome to check it out. Be very careful because there's lots of natural occurring rocks and dangers that go along with that.
Naturally occurring rocks.
Yes.
As opposed to the artificial occurring ones.
Yes. You know.
All right, so if this is the end for lot 32, check us out at kgpros.com and call my cell phone. It's on the website. Bye. So we may have forgotten to tell you how to get out of here. So we thought we would add some language. When you go to leave, just head
due east, and you can check out our other video on the other parcel, and you'll
lot
see
33.
And you'll see more info on Valentine Road.
Yes. We're actually going to go make that video right now.
Some people look.
Is that a bunion?
Some people say there's value in those things.
That's a really big one. Look at that
That's a nice
one.
tree. That's got some timber to it.
They're all just straight, ready to be milled.
Yes. I think the neighbor's actually wanting to mill up what he's taken down and build his home that way, which you can do.
Yep.
You can get them milled. You got to get a grader in to grade the lumber, and then you can use it, dry it out, let it sit for a year or so to dry out. And, like that. So, okay, so this is the gun barrel here, and now from here, it goes at some sort of angle in this direction. And that's what I'm saying. It's so overgrown that so we're gonna walk the easiest way to get there.
Some sort of angle in this direction.
Yeah. So, well, you can see here that this is all thick.